Hey, this is Bremster, and I'm coming to you with another puzzle in my Sudoku problem series. So this is a puzzle by Missing Deck, and thank you for submitting it through. And this is the first Thermo problem we've done. So this is an easy puzzle. Along thermos, digits must strictly increase from the bulb to the tip. So again, this is possibly one that you can do in your head, but if you're new to the thermo constraint, maybe you want to think about it some, and there is a link to the grid below where solution checking and everything should work. So I'm going to wait for a few seconds so you can pause the video and give it a shot, and then I'll come back and explain the logic on this one. Okay, so this is something that basically has an incredibly common theme with thermos, which is if we look at box 5, and most of these puzzles we are basing around the center of the grid. This may continue or may not. So the important question to ask is, where can you put the extreme digits on a thermo? Because digits must strictly increase, you can never put a 9 partway along a thermo if there's a digit that has to go higher than it. So you can never put a 9 here, you can never put a 9 here, because something has to be higher than it. And in these two cells, something has to be higher as well. So this has to be a 9. And then if you start thinking about the other extreme digit, the 1, something has to go low. You can't, there's nothing lower than a 1. So you can never put a 1 in these two cells because there's something lower than it. You can never put a 1 in those 3 cells because there's something lower than it. And you can never put a 1 in those 3 cells. So the 1 has to go here. And that's the solution to the problem. The other way to look at this that some people do is 9s must always go on tips and 1s must always go on bulbs. But the reason it's worth sometimes thinking about this from the perspective of what digits that are possible to go higher and what digits are possible to go lower is if there was something that was knocking 9, say there was a 9 up here already, then all of a sudden you might think, well, only 9s can go, or 9s can only go on tips. But if there's something that's knocking 9 out, all of a sudden the maximum digit is reduced, and you can start repeating that logic with lower digits or higher digits in the case of 1s on bulbs. So it's worth thinking about it from the perspective, what's the highest and lowest possible digits that can go on thermos, which is why I wanted to explain it using the high-low principle rather than just 1s on bulbs and 9s on tips. But the logic is still pure using 1s and 9s. So I thought I'd explain that one. I think it's a nice little puzzle to introduce that basic concept. Hopefully you didn't have too much trouble with that one. Though if you've never seen thermos before, who knows? Hope you're enjoying the series, hope you're enjoying the channel, and as always, good luck with your solving.